Julius Malema has just been found guilty of firing a rifle into the air at one of his political rallies. And that is pretty serious in itself, but I also want to point out the very hypocritical nature of this case. But before I do, let me say this. I think it's very negligent for any political leader to go onto any stage and fire a rifle where there's a crowd of people or an audience. But I also think it's important to hold people accountable where necessary. His bodyguard, who was acquitted, and Julius Malema actually pointed out this hypocrisy, he got nothing. He was acquitted based on nothing more than the color of his skin, because perhaps it was deemed not too bad. Let's look at this objectively and with context. Julius Malema went onto a stage and he fired a gun. His bodyguard was there and complicit. Ladies and gentlemen, when you go to a bank and you take your friend with you, and both of you take part in robbing that bank, even if you are not the one holding the gun, you are still complicit in bank robbery. You are still an accomplice. And therefore, I think this highlights a crack in racial disparity in this country. It shows that there's a malfunction in our justice system. Because yes, Julius Malema should be held accountable, and I think he should take on that accountability. But he should also not stop speaking against racial disparity and malfunction in our justice system. It would be the right thing to do, to take accountability. But he's also not wrong in pointing out a clear racial disparity that still exists in this country today.